Of football in Fiji, as we see the two champions of last year, 2019, the IDC champions Labasa and the Bar side now coming out onto the field. We see some changes as far as players have been done, but the big talk here today, Lysenia Rora has been cleared to play for Bar from Suba, and Antonio Tuivuna has been cleared for the Labasa side here after a meeting this earlier on this afternoon here. But it is the two sides that are in front of us here, in front of a pretty good crowd. A pretty good crowd despite the heavy downpour at about 5 o'clock this afternoon. We have got a very big crowd gathered on the wooden grandstand in your picture, and likewise with the crowd on the main grandstand as the two sides. The floodlights have come on, and let's look at the Bar side. The Bar side in goal will be Benaminio. Mika Tomi will be at the striker's position with Daryl Kakase, who's fallen to midfield. Abu Zaid in the striker is in the midfield. They've got 5 in midfield with Benjamin Totori in midfield also. Chese will be the sweeper. Kishan Sami will be at right midfield. Malakai Rakula will be at right back. Samuel Ndrundru will be in the striker's position. Pranil Naidu will be to the left side of midfield, and Lysenia Nyoko, as you see on your picture, will be at left back. The Labasa side, the IDC champions, Aquila Matai Suba will be in goal. Elias Alino, as you see on your picture, will be in the centre back's position. And Ashnil Raju, who's next, will be on the right side of midfield. Siotama Kumbu will be in the striker's position. He has not moved. In the transfer window. Elisoni Lolai Valu will be at right back. Ravinesh Karan Singh will be the striker with Siotama. Ratu Anare comes back from Suba to Labasa at left midfield. Akimi Ralulu, the national under-23 captain in the center of midfield. Elisoni Tui Wai Vuvu, as you see him, it's Elisoni Longai Vau. He'll be at left back, and Antonio Tuivuna, getting a reprimand today has been allowed to play, will be at the center back's position. And Taniela Wanga, the veteran, in the center of midfield with Akimi Ralulu. As the two sides observe a minute of silence, and that's your team in front of us here as the embankment crowd slowly gathers here. And this evening here, a lot of action in the transfer window, which is still very much wide open here. It ends next Friday. A lot of things, and as you see in your picture, all smile. Tony Tuivuna trained with Bar, and at midnight, we talk about the Midnight Express from Chennai. It was Tony Tuivuna with a Midnight Express from Bar back to Labasa. Well, I don't know what plane took him at midnight, but it was a red Prado car that took him here. That's Mika Tomi in your picture, the Vanuatu striker who had a good season here with Bar side here. Benjamin Totori smiling, and he says he's going to wear the black, and as I said earlier on, it'll be a big story about Bar tonight on the text of what has transpired with Bar. A possibility of a big name that will be with Bar. We'll know on Sunday, and he will have a look at the sides and then make up his mind. The Bar side to the left of your screen, and the captains, the two captains, Aquila Matai Suva, and let's see who they have given the captaincy here to the Bar side. Ilimo Tama Chese, and no Malakai Tiwa in the reserve bench. Also, Deepak Raj from Lautoka, who also works out of J.R. White here in Lautoka. And of course, J.R. White have the official football that is being played here. And Deepak Raj giving instructions to the two sides. They may have a problem with Aquila Matai Suva. As you can see, it's a highlighter green. The referees have a yellow T-shirt, so they may have a problem with that. But that's for them to decide, because it can be misleading when it comes in the corner kick area. We have seen that happen over the years, but the highlight, they're going to argue it's a highlighter green. Bar have gone to the right of your screen here. And remember, Labasa will be to your left of your screen here on a very beautiful evening. The rain has cooled things down here. Remember, with the compliments of Vinod Patel, power generators have a backup plan for power blackouts. Diesel, petrol generator available in residential, commercial and industrial. So, Ilyasa Lino in your picture with his prayers. Last minute prayers. Abu Zaid getting ready to combine with Benjamin Totori. And Ravinesh Karan in the striker's position for Labasa. Hasn't moved. So whoever plays in this match, that's it, they're binded. And Benamino warming up in a similar place where he has trained over the last couple of years now, the Lautoka goalkeeper. But they kick off. Bar kick off. Malakai Rakula. Kishan Sami. And we also see in the crowd scouts from the Melbourne club that wants to take them as Labasa come into attack. Ratu Anare. The water stops him, but Ratu Anare laying it back. Taniala Wanga. Still they keep the pressure on and played in by Longai Vau. Benjamin Totori, a lovely through pass, finding Mika Tommy. Tommy, a good move across on the outside is Samuel Drundru. Drundru looks for the option, originally from Tavua, stopped in the way by Lolai Valu. And it's not a good one. And foul on Abu Zaid. Bar get a free kick by Lolai Valu. Benjamin Totori. For those of you wanting to watch this game, and if you're watching it, it's tomorrow night at 9:30 after the Hamilton Sevens. And if you're watching it now, that's what we said on Friday night on FBC TV Sports. So lining it up like a rugby players, Malakai Rakula. A minute gone into this game. And these are the types of attempt that you look for in this slightly waterlogged pitch here as Malakai Rakula turns and drives, and he thought he was across in bar. So across towards the Namasau, and it does fly away. Quickly retrieve to go back, Aquila Matai Suva. This gentleman here is in the ready action unit out of Nasinu, and is one of the hip kido, whichever karate did. He's one of the qualified police guys that has got black belt in that. That's pressure points, those type of karate, and he's very familiar with it. Says Taniela Wanga. Tony Tuivuna mistimes it. Mika Tommy, and he slips as Mika tried to get away. Stopped in the way. It's Tony Tuivuna making up for his mistake. He plays it across dangerously to Lolai Valu. Lolai Valu hustling inside is Pranil Naidu, then cleared away by Lino. Throw in Pranil Naidu for the bar side. Benjamin Totori. They're combining again. They've all played for Lautoka before, but this time in black jerseys. Elisoni Lolai Valu, the nephew of his uncle who's on the left side. Headed out again by Pranil Naidu. Interestingly, on the bench for Ba is Avinash Swami. We probably will see him feature this type of way, the ground condition. He loves it. As it comes off Pranil Naidu again. Labasa take the throw though, and it's brought back. The referee saying retake it. It has got to be at the right place. Very cool evening. Lolai Valu for Labasa. 3.5 minutes of play, and his throw, no one wanting it. Ba will restart. Remember, Ba are gonna play in the OFC Champions League like with Lautoka. So they've got some players, and Ba have two coaches. saw one's name already on the screen, Shalen Lal, but Ronil Kumar is in there as Mika Tommy for the bar side. He races away. He's done it twice, but the cross not a good one. Kicks it into the mud slush and out of the water puddle, rather, not the mud slush, and pressure. Tony Tuibuna covering again. So the Vanuatu, Ni Vanuatu player, Mika Tommy, had a good stint with Bar last year, and he's got, it's a free kick for an infringement. Pull back again, they allow the advantage, and then they pull it back for that infringement. As Kishan Sami, a lovely little cross inside and chipped away, headed away. Keeping the pressure though. Playing it long, headed away by Ratu Anare. Turning and coming in with the shot. Formba. Pranil Naidu on his awkward foot. So was Mika Tommy. Tony Tubuna to get us started with the goal kick. 5 minutes gone. No score in the Pillay Garments champion versus champion series. Headed away by Lysenia Rora. Pranil does well, keeps it into the field of play for the bar side. In the way, Benjamin turns it in field. Taniala Wanga in the way. Still Benjamin Totori comes off him for a throw-in right up the halfway mark for Lolaivalu for Labasa. The second match will be played at 3 o'clock on Sunday afternoon at Ratu Dakambau Park. Labasa keep the pressure. Chese under pressure. Just tips, kicks it out of play to get his defense shape back into action. Labasa will be looking to do well with the Vodafone National League. It was announced today. A big Ashnil Raju, the long throw specialist for Labasa. And mistiming Ratu Anare also. Line blade back for Lolaivalu. They look to clear it away. On their far side, they haven't cleared it away, but it's still keeping themselves into danger area is Bar. Labasa trying to drive into the mud, the water puddles on that far side. It's going to kind of dry away as they get in because the rain has stopped here at Lautoka's Churchill Park. Lolaivalu with a throw. Ratu Anare back. Lolaivalu with a cross and dips over the crossbar. And Bar will restart. I was about to say Lautoka because he's so used to having Benaminio as a Lautoka goalkeeper. Looking slightly hefty, Benaminio, but he organized. It's the experience of his goalkeeping. Mika Tommy. Benjamin Totori kills it down. Abu Zaid looks at his option. Mika Tommy, Pranil Naidu on the inside, in the way, hustling Ashnil Raju. And Abu Zaid plays a short one quickly. Still Bar work there. He gets shoved out of the way. And he gets up, he retaliates, but Ashnil Raju doing a Hollywood. Didn't even touch him. Referee says, get up. He will warn him. He will warn him, should warn him. Well, as they say, you want to see an actor? Go to Labasa. So free kick to Bar. Pranil Naidu will take the free kick, looking in similar style of Avinash Swami. The left footer, he scored the winning goal when Fiji qualified for the Under-20 World Cup. Referee has a word with Tony Tuibuna and Abu Zaid. They trained together last week. Today they're arguing against each other. So Pranil Naidu. And a lovely one, dumb it through. Abu Zaid. Still Mika Tommy. Bar keeping the pressure, Abu Zaid, and in the way is touched Abu Zaid as it was cleared away by Ilyas Alino. So Tony Tuivuna will get them started again. Offside was called earlier on against Mika Tommy. That's why the ball is further out from the 6-yard box. Played through, cleared away. Ba playing it back. Taniela Wanga inside. When you look at Taniela Wanga, reminds you, or Lola Ivalu rather, it reminds you of Natoko Wanga here in Lautoka, where he first started his football, from a very well-known family here in Natoko Wanga. So Labasa, Longaivao, flicking it through. Ravanesh Karan Singh, but Ben Aminio is faster to it. Yeah, Labasa, their aim this year will be to qualify. They've done all the hard yards in Battle of the Giants, Fiji FAC, and likewise the IDC, but they want to play across in the OFC Champions League. So we restart again with a free kick. Benjamin Totori for an infringement earlier on for the Ba side. Well, a lot of talk. How much must he cost to come to play for Ba? Well, I'll tell you later on in a time. But Benjamin Totori, too deep, and Aquila Mataisuva with a lovely take. Confident again, Aquila drives them. And that's what he's going to do. It's going to kick into the breeze because there is a slight breeze. Ba have the advantage of that breeze in this first half here. And then across, then looking at Labasa come in, Siotama, and Chese comes across. Cuts it out. Ilimotama Chese, the captain. Pranil Naidu. Ba inside, they look for a long through pass, finding Mika Tommy. Mika works away, turning away. He works his way well. And then finally cleared away by Tony Tuivuna. Ba get a throw in. So the conditions, Mika Tommy now getting adjusted well, but it's a throw in to Labasa because they say they touched a Ba player on its way out. The referee closer to the action. The two coaches there, Ronil Kumar and Ronil Lal. Both Ronils. Coach Ronil Lal, who's just acting in Nandongo. He travels 1.5 hours every day to the school. He's the HOD for what they call the woodwork. I'm not quite sure. A long time since I've been to school. But he's the HOD in Nandongo. So he travels about 1.5 hours to get to school. Then comes back to coach the Labasa side as Mika Tommy turns and drives. And away. Oh, industrial arts. That reminds me. So Mika Tommy all smiles again. Acting HOD in Nandongo. As we look at it again, miscue. And this is going to be dangerous because Mika Tommy with a left foot attempt. Tony Tuivuna. Pranil Naidu. Lolaivalu turns, shields, Taniela Wanga up, avails himself, but Lolaivalu ups as Chese slips as Ravinesh Kanan races away. Ravinesh comes in with a cross. Rakula covers. Rora clears it away for the Ba side, but it comes kindly. They turn and they drive again. Driven by, it looks as if it was Akimi Ralulu. Benaminio quickly seeing that Mika Tommy is Drundru was in an open space on the far side for Ba. Well, it's getting closer to his hometown, Tabua, where he started his football. And Ba have got a tougher of the two pools in the OFC Champions League. And Lolaivalu chesting it into the path of Aquila Mataisuva. 13.5 minutes of play gone. And your screen score says it all. Labasa nil, Ba nil. Ilimota Matese. Ba. Bit of disruptive play for themselves because of the waterlog in there. Rora. Chese. Ilimota Matese. shows and overruns it. So it's a throw in to Labasa. Labasa did well. Elisoni Longaivao. Short, Ravinesh Karan. Longaivao for Labasa. Floats it well. Ben Aminio easily takes it. Aminio pushing, but he opts a short one. Pranil Naidu. Pranil Naidu has played for Labasa also. They won the IDC as Abu Zaid to Mika Tommy. Tommy on the broadcast touchline side. In the way is Elias Alino. Covers as he was almost beaten to the foot race. And a corner kick to the bar side. Broadcast touchline side. 14 and a half minutes of play. 14 and a half. Gone to the 15th minute mark. Abu Zaid. Abu Zaid. Looks at his option. The two hands are up by Abu Zaid. Probably a rehearsed move. And Abu Zaid floats it deep, looking for Aquila Mataisuva, and then it's cleared away as the pressure came on the Labasa defense. But Aquila, Drundru it is in the picture, but Aquila was fouled. As we look at the replay again, Abu Zaid, when Aquila came out, he went for it again. And as he probably went up in that aerial clash, it's his arm and the bar bench. Well, we've got good to see a lady manager and a lady physiotherapist for bar. And it's lovely, good to see, because that's the way football is going, as Aquila Mataisuva, and a lot of pain on his right arm, not arm, his fist, the ice pack. No, it is his arm. As we look at it, he went up high, collided. He was outside the box. It's probably a muscle that check. So the ice pack. Master Ronil also. So it's probably humid out there now that the rain has stopped. Master Ronil Lal telling the players to keep it on the ground and push it about. So Aquila is probably okay to get us restarted. It's just a knock. Benjamin Totori with Akimi Ralulu. Aquila stretches. And we get us started again. And away inside again. Ilimo Tamachese across, racing away, doing it well, was Daryl Kakase, the Solomon Islander, combining together, as we say, the protege in as far as him playing with Benjamin Totori. They probably were young kids when Benjamin started his football, and the referee says a foul by Mikatomi. So free kick to the Labasa side. So let's look at it again. Mikatomi turned away. Fouled, according to the referee, fouled Lolaivalu. The Labasa bench all waiting in anticipation. Sitiveni Rakai in your picture with a new hairstyle, tinted hairstyle. So played through. And Ratu Anare has moved to the striker's position. Got his transfer. Except for a few other police players who are trying to get their transfer in the transfer window. He was given the okay to go back home. His heart laid with Labasa as Labasa drive across. And referee said it did touch a bar player on its way out. So Labasa get their probably a first corner kick for them in this game. Yes, it is the first corner kick in this game for them. 18 and a half minutes. 18 and a half minutes of play. Ravinesh Karan across to take the corner kick. The cyclone didn't affect most of these players. They continued their training. And a deep kick it is to Taniela Wanga at the end of it. The referee saying it touched a bar player on its way out. The assistant referee overrules him. It's a goal kick. Oh. So on this very cool evening here, although it's humid on the ground, we've gone now 20 minutes, probably closer to the 20th minute mark. 19 and a half. Still no score. Chese looks at his option. Labasa moving back because they're playing into the breeze. And again, Chese's through pass isn't good. Labasa will get us restarted as a pretty good crowd gathered here today. Very good crowd when we look on the embankment, although they are making their way onto that wet, soggy embankment side. But the two grandstands are jam-packed out here this evening. Intercepted by Pranil Naidu. He gets us started again, looking for Benjamin Tatori, wanting it over the last line of defense. Labasa come with a counter-attack. Kakase stops it, and in the inside again, Lysenia Rora, back in his hometown, races away, plays it through, lovely through play, stopped there by Samuela Drundru. Drundru combining again with Benji Tatori. Benji, Daryl Kakase across on the overlap, Kishan Sami. Kishan working his way for the bar side. Still Kishan Sami racing away, looking to bring it out. He does have support of Pranil Naidu. Naidu comes in with a cross, a good one to Mika Tommy. Tommy turns and it hits the side netting. It did touch a Labasa player or didn't. But again, Ba applying the pressure. Mika Tommy has been a threat for these Labasa defenses. We look at Kishan Sami. He brought it across. He walked it across the park. Brought it into Mika Tommy. Tommy on his left foot again. And again, it hits the side netting and the big crowd, as you see, as I mentioned earlier on. It's a pretty big crowd gathered here. The two grandstands are jam-packed. So a crowd in excess of 3,500 that have gathered here this evening. And they're living up to what it was expected. It's going to be a bumper crowd. Let's see what it's like on Sunday where there's more Labasa fans in the southern side. Tony Tuivuna to get us started again. And across. And it's not a good pass. So all the wishes start coming in for Labasa. And in Holiday Inn, they're enjoying the commentary while they're having beer. Commentary, watching the Hamilton Sevens also on the big screen. They're enjoying it also. One, as we reminds us in Labasa, they had this puja, and in the puja, the earpiece, one was on the Pandit, listening to the Pandit, one was listening to the commentary. That's how passionate they are in Labasa. And Alvik Maraj, also the assistant minister, they all wake up now in the tournaments, in the clashes, because they do have their affinity for their beloved hometown. Of course, Ashnil Raju for Ba. Likewise, we saw on the flight today, Praveen Bala, he said, Ba kuch kariya aaj na. Well, that does commend the ministers too. So we pick up again.
Come on.
So all listening inside as a short one in. And our good friend wakes up too. Vashnil, go Labasa, go well. In Tambia, they are enjoying the beer. And the firecrackers have already come on, hoping that Labasa can get a victory. But is it Ba firecracker? Well, we hope you're enjoying it as Labasa come into attack again. Shielding Ratu Anare, Ashnil Raju. Raju drives, it comes off Ba player, so it'll be a corner kick. Pranil Naidu it was. So Ashnil Raju.